and it's about California, because I live here, and I think it'd be interesting if you guys learn some stuff about it. So yeah, let's go. So California is often called the Golden State because back in like the 1800s, there was a lot of gold here, and they called it the Gold Rush, and a lot of people came here because there was a lot of money to be made. And in a lot of places, you can still see the impact of the gold rush, because there's a lot of like cool places you can visit, like a lot of mining towns and a lot of old towns that have very interesting houses. And yeah, and the way people would mine gold back then was they would get a pan, and because gold is really heavy, they would go into a river and they put the pan underneath a lot of stones and then shake it around. And if there was gold at the bottom, they would see it because it was shiny. Yeah, okay. So the symbols of California, the state bird is the valley quail, and the state flower is the golden poppy, and the state tree is the redwood tree. The state flower is the golden poppy because it's a very common flower in California, and it's very similar to the nickname, the state nickname, because California is the golden state, right? And this is the golden poppy, and it works like hand in hand. And then the state tree is the redwood tree because in California there's a lot of really big trees, and they form forests called redwood forests, and yeah, they're very big. You can visit them. They're in a lot of national parks, and it's fairly interesting, I would say. And then this is our state flag, and the reason why there's a bear on it, well, it's a grizzly bear, which there are quite a few in California, and they symbolize strength. And then because there's also a star on the flag, which is basically saying that it's one of the 50 states in the United States, because there's 50 stars on the United States flag, each one symbolizing a state, and it shows independence. And yeah, and California's capital is Sacramento. As I stated before, a lot of gold mining happened in California. So there's a lot of really cool gold mining attractions in Sacramento. And there's also this very pretty building which has a lot of the decisions for laws in California are made here. And it's a very pretty tourist attraction as well. And so the city I live closest to, that's a major city, is Los Angeles, and it's the most populated city. And then there's also San Francisco, which has the Golden Gate Bridge. It's not really golden, it's red, but it's very big, and it's really pretty when you're on the bridge and you look outside. And California is a coastal state, meaning it's next to the ocean. So a really big part of the coastal area is called Big Sur, which there's a lot of really pretty scenery, and a lot of people go surfing there. And yeah, the beaches there are worth visiting. So at the bottom you'll see the two images. The first one's Los Angeles, and then the second one's San Francisco. And here's the location, just in case you're wondering where California is in the United States. Yeah, it's right next to the ocean, and it's pretty warm. And then some interesting facts about California. Uh, it's the most populated state in the United States, basically, with 39 million people, and it's growing very steadily. And it's the third largest state by area. And California is also very popular for the Golden Gate Bridge and its prison island in Alcatraz and the Pier 39. So the culture in California, it's like a very big mixing pot because a ton of people come here that are like Chinese and basically all over the world. But a lot of the influence here is Mexican and Spanish because we are right next to Mexico. So a lot of like Mexican people come here. But really all around the world, that's where like everybody is. And yeah, that's the culture in California. Yeah. So that's it for my presentation. We can move on to the next presentation as well. But before we do, um, has anybody ever been to California or want to come here? Because it's pretty nice here and the weather here is pretty nice too. Okay, I guess I'll just pick someone. Uh, Grace, would you come to California? Why or why not?
Well, if no one want to answer a question, I can answer.
Oh, okay, you can answer it.
I would love to, cause I I think California is a beautiful city, and my boyfriend actually right there. Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting. California is a state,
Oh,
not a
sorry.
city. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
my
okay.
boyfriend is in Los Angeles. Sorry.
Oh, I see. I live very close to there. Yeah, it's very
Really?
interesting. Yeah, I live maybe like 20 minutes from Los Angeles.
Whoa, that's close.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to answer? Okay. I guess not. So yeah, we can move on to our next presentation. Joyce.